The environment is a great thing. Don't ruin it. There's only one planet in the solar system that can sustain human life, and it really only works for us in the right conditions. Therefore, environmental engineers are the future. We're joined here with the president of AAEES, Jake Dellaria. Jake, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So you are a senior mechanical engineer, right?
Yep. I love that centripetal force, the true science.
Nice. How'd you get started with the environmental engineering club?
Well, first I switched out of mechanical engineering because, you know, I'm more of the square article forces, big difference. Started up environmental engineering, started my freshman year. I was looking for a way to, get to know all the other environmentals. We're a very small major here on campus. So I found AAEES, or AAEES as we call it internally. Joined freshman year, rose my way through the ranks. I've been president for 2 years now.
That's a good pronunciation of AAEES. It's a mouthful. I mean, you wouldn't think about it just from looking at the acronym, but during the budget meeting, that was like the treasurer was struggling with that. So is the American Academy of Environmental Engineers and Scientists on Twitter, Facebook? How do you get the word out?
We have a Facebook page. We're really pushing forward now with it. We make events for everything we go to now, including our GBMs, which are a big way of pushing the letter. We also do a duck sync, which is our original and our main way of communications. Everyone on the duck sync gets a notification. So if you want to follow us, it's AAEES Stevens Student Chapter on Facebook, or just look us up on DuckSync.
Nice. Yeah, WCPR does a similar thing where they don't have a mailing list per se, but if you follow them on OrgSync, all their messages get emailed to people. So what events are you guys planning next semester? Like, what can people look forward to over the winter intersession?
So our newest events for the spring semester are going to be our monthly GBMs. Yeah. So we do an event a month. And usually this semester we're going to be doing our Liam lecture series, which is a new thing we just started last semester. Our own Liam O'Connell, it gives a very short, very funny presentation on something kind of environmentally related. This last one was transportation, and we filled out BC 221, and the whole crowd was laughing. He's a comical genius. On top of that, we're also doing Environmental Jeopardy, where we make, basically it's Stevens/environmental/Jeopardy. So there's a few questions on, just general trivia, then there's environmental trivia, and then there's Stevens memes, which I'm still trying to make now, but look forward to that next semester, probably March. You left out an event for the spring. I saw on your budget, I'm a senator on the budget committee, you had budgeted for an egg painting event. That got cut, obviously. What was the SGA's reasoning? So apparently us and 3 other organizations had an egg painting event. So instead of having each person have an egg painting event, they just kind of conglomerate into one big event. Yeah. So with us, our event, we usually have a spring event. So last year we tried a egg painting event, and it went okay. We're going to do that again this semester. Or if we had any other ideas, think of it and just roll over the money or change it around. But because of this, we lost the event. So it's either we're going to co-work with the other 2 organizations, or just nix it entirely.
As we heard earlier, our club it had a similar thing happen to them. How does it feel being in the same boat as Art Club? Different subcommittees, cut events because they were too similar.
It is a little odd, I will admit, to just have an event, that our most budgeted event just disappear. I kind of understand the reasoning, but at the same time, it's just very different to me. Okay.
So with PAX, they focused their egg painting on sort of a Polish theme. With Art Club, they wanted to recreate the Ukrainian way of painting eggs. In your case, do the eggs represent Jesus Christ? And you don't have to make up an answer because I won't be offended. I'm Christian. Chew.
Bless you. Actually, we usually do this event because we want the eggs to represent our own President Varden. Yeah. Because on the outside, he has a very hard shell, it seems, but on the inside, he's a real softie and really just cares about Stevens.
Interesting. All right. So the reason why the SGA was cutting events this semester and the previous semester is because recently the student activity fee was changed from $250 to $200, and in addition, now part of the money that we collect from the student activity fee goes towards paying one of the administrators in the student life. So, Phil, can we pull up the breakdown of tuition and see where everything's going?
Oh, come on!
Stevens 2.0. Okay, never mind. Talking about the internet, are you on Reddit?
Reddit Imager, yeah. I actually just did
Okay.
the Imager Secret Santa.
Are you shadow banned from r/Stevens like me?
I am not. How'd you do that?
Well, I don't know. I didn't post anything inflammatory. Well, okay, I posted 2 things. I heard you're really good at writing emails. You have applied to many job positions over the years.
Mm-hmm.
You think you can help me out?
Sure, what do you need?
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Midnight Movie Movement got suspended because of something that I'm not quite sure of. And I want to send an email to the president of that club, Christian Benitez. Do you know him?
Good friend of mine, yeah.
Cool, cool.
Love Benitez. Frankie Ali, too. Good friend of mine.
So the email I have so far says, "Hey Christian, I heard MMM was suspended because of a complaint from one of the new Stevens administration hires. I'd like to interview you on that subject sometime early next semester. I'd also like to get MMM's take on the matter and allow the opportunity for you guys to present some sort of defense for your club doing more shadowcasts. The format of the interview will be similar to the video linked below." And then there's the link, and then I say, "Let me know if this is something that interests you, Christian." Because it's a joke. His name is Christian. My name is Christian. Whenever I meet someone whose name is Chris, or whenever I'm talking to one of my friends who's named Chris, I say, "Hey, Chris," and he says, "Hey, Chris." Yeah.
It's amazing humor here, man. Why aren't you on Off Center? Jeez. Good. I think it's missing some Fallout 4 though. He's a big fan of Fallout 4. That'll definitely hook him in. I'm stealing this. This is mine now.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. Okay, that's good enough. Go.
All right.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not.
Send. All right. Thanks. So I'll get a email from him probably over the break. I don't know what you wrote because I didn't look at it.
Good.
So my
Oh boy.
2 last questions. Senior senators have resigned, and there are now openings.
Mm-hmm.
On a scale of topaz to aquamarine, how likely would you run for one of those if I gave you the nomination sheet right now?
I would say probably Peridot because I'm not going to.
Well, since you won't have any representation on the Senate, I'd like to get your ideas on how you would solve the budgeting crisis. Not entirely, but any way that you would help make the SGA's life a bit easier and probably limit the debate from 10 hours to maybe 9 hours and 40 seconds.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice. So they're definitely still trying to find that sweet spot, in my opinion, between how much they're charging the students and what the money's going to.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to also find out what big event they're going to be doing over the year. So, you know, we just tried the Off-Center, the On Point event, which I thought went very well. I got a new favorite band because of it, Power Bottom, because they really made a great show.
I like Say Goodnight.
Say goodnight. Yeah. Say goodnight. Yeah. Say goodnight.
Yeah. Well, wait.
Internal joke.
It's all right. Don't worry. And that last band too that went unnamed, unfortunately. But once they find that sweet spot, you know, if they have to increase the student activity fee. When I was first, it was $400. So the fact that it's gone down this much, I applaud. But if it was about $250, you know, I don't really see everyone here going in arms about it.
Right. Okay. That's all the questions I had. Thank you for coming on the show. It was a
Thanks for
pleasure.
having me.